What a lot of people seem to be having problems with is the air conditioning. Some people think you can only use it in the winter. They think it'll break if it's used in the winter. They're frightened to use it because it uses too much fuel. They're complaining their windows is messing up. When they park up at the night time, they're getting mist and condensation coming back through the air vent onto the windscreen. Chances are it's just probably not set up properly. In the winter, when you breathe out, you can see mist coming out your mouth. It's water vapour. The average human exhales 4 tablespoonfuls of water an hour. So if you've got a couple of people in the car and it's a rainy day, there's a lot of moisture in the car. There's a lot of glass in this car. It's a very airy car, it's got a big volume. So that moisture is going to condense onto the glass and mist your windows up, unless the air conditioning and the heat and ventilation system is set up appropriately. Some people think the recirc button needs to be out to stop moisture coming in, which is a fallacy. What we'll do, we'll click onto the air conditioning screen and fetch it up. And we'll have a look. There's the air conditioning screen. So you can see this recirc button here. At the moment, that's just recirculating the air in the car. If it's on that, the moisture content is just going to build up and build up and build up and make your windows worse and worse. Now then, if you press the defrost button, you'll see exactly what happens to those controls. It automatically takes over. There we are, we're pressing it now. Now it's switched the heating and ventilation system on, it's switched the air conditioning on, and it's switched the recirc off, so the air's coming straight outside into the car, which is what you want in the winter. What we'll do for noise, we're going to switch that off for now, and we're going to have a look at what an air conditioning system actually does. Now you can see on this drawing here, air comes into the vehicle from the left hand side. It comes through across a set of filters, which one's usually a pollen filter now, to keep your cabin nice and fresh, no pollen in the cabin or dust. But what them filters are really for is to protect that condenser coil. Now some people call them coils, some people call them radiators, some people call them batteries. Doesn't really matter what you call it. But the condenser coil's job is to take all the moisture out of the air coming into the car and dry it. So you then, once it's past that condenser coil, your air is dust free, pollen free and moisture free, and it's ready to be conditioned. This system here shows the cooling system. So next, your air goes across the evaporator, and this is on a summer's day, it would take even more temperature out of the air and it would cool your cabin. The air is then removed from your cabin to outside the vehicle, and you get new air across your filters, across your condenser coil, so it's taking the moisture out again, so the air coming into your car is moisture free. Now then, if it's winter, your car doesn't need cool air because it's already dry and it's in the winter. So what you want now is warm air. So that dry air is warmed up as it goes across the heater coil, and it comes into your car, warms your windows up. Any moisture in your car is absorbed into the air and it's sucked out, extracted out, outside the car and dumped, and then you're taking fresh air in again through your filters, across your condenser coil, and then across your heating coil, the desired temperature. Now then, if you didn't have that recirc button open and you were recirculating the air, it would then go across your heating coil, would come into your car, your moisture would be absorbed into the air, and then it would recirculate back, so that moisture is still in the air, So you're putting moist air back into the cabin, and it just creating like a vicious circle. You're just making the air more and more damp. So your windows is going to mist up even further. So you must have that recirculating button open, so all your moisture air goes outside of the vehicle. Cars vary, they vary from 6% to 10% when you click your air conditioning button, and all the air conditioning button does, which is this green one, when that's on, there's like 6 little solenoids on your compressor pulley and gauge. So the drive belt is then turning your compressor over, so your air conditioning is working. So once again, if we switch the booster on, your air conditioning comes on, the recirc goes off, so it goes. Now then, once your windows is demisted, and you didn't want that noise on, you can switch that off, and then you set your desired temperature, and your climate control will keep it at 20 degrees C, 24 on that side. What's that set up for? If you want your heated seats on, press it like that. The only downside of this car is your heated seats are either on or off. A lot of modern cars have a switch for your heated seats, and you've got 3 or 5 temperature settings, and you can set the desired temperature, but this one is just on or off. The downside of this is, if I switch the ignition off and I switch it back on, you can see it's gone off. You then got to go back and switch it back on if you wanted. This is where your air conditioning button is there. That's your home button to take it back to there. The controls are still here. The recirc switched off. Air conditioning, so that's the compressor running. We're on auto. That's what desired set temperature. If we want to put it on the boost again, just press the boost button, hit the mist your windows, and you can see straight away it's gone off auto. The aircon's still on. Now then, if you didn't use the air conditioning button, that moisture is just going to build up into your ducts, and when you switch your car off, that's how you're going to get that moisture coming back through the car vents here and condensing on your windows. That's how you're going to get your moisture. Hope that's helped.